Good morning from Katie Steinberg and from Missing Peace. It is not second Sunday sunrise today, but won't surprise you to find out that the sun comes up even when we're not actively celebrating it or coercing it to in any fashion. And I was just so charmed by that second Sunday sunrise that I wanted to come back and be here with you and with the start of the new day once again, and had a few thoughts too. I am blessed to be part of a Young Clergy Women International, and they have a wonderful Facebook group that has just become really wonderful, healing, nurturing space. And I encourage you to find the communities where you find that nurturing, safe space, especially in chaotic times. And it's a space where we can talk very bluntly about what it's like to be female, about what it's like to be pastor, about what it's like to be female pastor, and often bat around how we feel about social issues and scripture issues and things like that. So this morning I was reading a thread around lostness. Specifically, there's a story in scripture, there's a few of them about lostness that Jesus talks about in his parables. But one of them is about the lost coin, and it describes how this woman loses a coin and she, sweeps her house top to bottom to find this one coin. It's mirrored in the story of the lost sheep that maybe you've heard, the one that wanders away and the shepherd leaves the 99 to seek the one. It's also mirrored in the story of the prodigal son who leaves his father, his land, his everything, sort of loses it all and comes back. But in the story of the lost coin, it's unique because a coin cannot lose itself. A person has to lose a coin. Unlike the sheep who could wander away or the son who could leave, the coin cannot lose itself. And it just has me thinking about the things that we may have lost, whether it's that we've lost during pandemic, we've lost celebrations, we've lost our normal way of life, of doing things in the world. It makes me think of bigger issues of lostness, who is being lost, who is being left out by our traditional church structures, who's being lost, who's being left out in our governmental structures. And these are hard questions and things we don't want to look at and think about because then we feel guilty. We feel bad about it, especially if we're one that hasn't been lost, like myself. I've always had, meals and a sense of that I was being treated justly for the vast majority, a roof over my head, and I don't think I've ever had a time in my life where I felt concerned about those things, which has the potential to create a sense of guilt, but also has the potential to create a sense of pursuing the justice that I long for others, and a sense of gratitude for my own journey that hasn't oppressed me and suppressed me in the ways that it has others. And any of you that are local may have seen the protests down at the Granada Bridge, at the foot of Granada Bridge on Wednesday nights. If you haven't, this is your invitation to come by. But to me, one of the things that's clear that we've lost a sense of is our connectedness and our civility. What I'm seeing down in that space is a group that is quietly, often usually silently, sharing what they believe through presence and through signage. And then I see another group that's screaming obscenities, racial slurs, just anger and hate. So it's clear to me that we have lost something. And like the woman in the story of the lost coin, we should be getting on our knees and searching everywhere until we find it. It's too important. It's important to find our sense of justice. It's important to find our sense of civility as a nation. It's important to find our sanity as an individual. For the church, it's important for us to find and reclaim our sense of connection and justice and civility within that space, our sense of the gospel that was all-encompassing, all-loving, that was kingdom building, love sharing. That's what the gospel's about. It's not about all these lines and divisions. The sun's up, and it's officially a new day. Let today be the day that you are found. Let today be the day that we recover what we've lost. Let today be the day where we take steps towards our sanity, our wholeness, our civility, towards our divine essence, towards God. Grace and peace, friends.